not work things out the way we planned, but He is working things out for the better.
This COVID-19 pandemic has really changed everything around the world. From our basic routinary way of living to celebration of big events has suddenly shifted to new normal. Behead ni agyaw tayon amin.
Naimbag nga aldaw tayo amin.
Magandang araw sa ating lahat.
A pleasant day to all of us. Today, our dear parents and their children who patiently waited. Finally, it's over. Nansiakan National High School proudly presents its 6th Moving Up ceremonies and 4th Senior High School graduation rites for this school year 2020-2021 with the theme
Strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, the administration, faculty, and staff of Nansiakan National High School.
In the spirit of patriotism as we sing together our national anthem and Vizcaya hymn, and a prayer to be led by Ma'am Sarina Novapini, Grade 12 Platinum Advisor.
Bayang magiliw, Kristen silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dilim mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka lang magiting, sa manlulupit, di ka pasisigil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo buhaw, may nilagang pula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang sarap ng matawag mo'y tagumpay na naghihiling, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim, luha ng araw na luwag at ipagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang ligaya dapat may mga api, ang matay ng dahil sa'yo.
Ginget nga ayan, tital na ken ragsak, ken amma nga, itantanok anak, patagturod nga, namayeng beng, mang tedrag, gagetti agtaeng, bimalitok, taytayak makita, nang sek akay, kayot bantay syera, ayos di magat, upog sa dinas, o Vizcaya nga imnas. Dagham nga anak mo Vizcaya, si tatak neng si wawaya-waya. Biag idaton mi ken ka Vizcaya, Vizcaya, si pupudno kang kenko. Awagay way mo Vizcaya, itagay mi awan dwa-dwa. Dayaw mo tiin kam, tulay kan kanta, dungdung wen mi a Vizcaya. Dakam nga anak mo Vizcaya, si tatak neng si wawaya-waya. Biag idaton mi ken ka Vizcaya, si pupudno kang kenko. Tawagay way mo Vizcaya, itagay mi awan dwa-dwa. Dayaw mo tin kam, tulay kan kanta, dungdung wen mi a Vizcaya.
Let's bow our head and let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to celebrate graduation exercises of this school, Nansiakan National High School. This time, we want to glorify you for what you have done throughout this school year. You have shown great favor and shower gifts, talents, and abilities that both greater chance in the holistic aspect of these students. This day, they will be reaping what they have sown. I ask that you inspire each one of them as they show what they have learned and acquired from the mentors. Lord, be with us, guide us, make this occasion a successful one. May our hearts be filled with joy and satisfaction until the end of this occasion. Thank you, Lord. This we ask from you in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Let us now listen to the welcome remarks of our punong barangay of Nansiakan, Cayapan, Nueva Vizcaya, Honorable Alipio A. Dupiano.
Hindi sakbay ti amin kahit kung kumablaw iti nabara ng panagkablaw kadagiti mga sorsoro wino mamaestra ka ng maestro kaya nagiti padak na barangay official iti dating mga barangay nagiti parentes kaya nagiti graduate ti dating tiyempo, ti pandemic. Naimbag ti maaldaw tayo amin. Ngayon ka nagiti graduate, iti laksid. Ito yung tiyempo, ti pandemic. Inanusan yung ingana, itatang nag-graduate kayo, kada ito'y meet saan pa yung nag-graduate, itata mga tawin, ano sa nyo pa nga ituloy ti panagadal nyo. Oray dagiti parentis, masapong nga lagtang na ituloy nyo. Ituloy tayo masuportahan dagiti anak tayo paano makaadal dagiti ubing katawan ti agbulakbol alangarod kas da kaming mga aday ti barangay official iti dating eskwelahan ay ti dating barangay kat siya punong barangay iti dating barangay kat ibagak welcome ti tungkol man sa kadatayo awan ti malapsan datoy virtual moving up ken graduation ceremony. At salamat.
Let us now listen to our school head, Ma'am Florence F. Esparago, for her opening remarks.
A pleasant day to everyone. Today is a celebration quite different from the usual year-end ceremonies we had in the past. Batch 2021's commencement exercises with the theme Strengthening Quality Education Amid COVID-19 Pandemic. You, our dear candidates for completion and graduation, will be the first batch to ever have its virtual completion and graduation rites. You are the first batch to have hurdled the challenges of the new normal, going through the difficulty of continuing your education and experiencing distance learning, a learning modality which many of us never thought would happen. With the intermittent surge of COVID cases and GCQ status of the province, this batch might have lost hope of witnessing a celebration of their completion of the junior and senior high school years. A month before this day, your hearts must have jumped with joy when you learned of the school's plan for a virtual ceremony. The plan was presented through a virtual meeting with faculty and staff, but minutes only after our meeting, the news spread like fire. Everybody in the community seemed to be excited of the upcoming graduation program. Today, July 14, 2021, culminates that joy we are all feeling. This virtual ceremony may be too short. It may not be grand as other programs, but the school sincerely dedicates this to you, our dear competitors and graduates. We celebrate this momentous event together with your parents and all your loved ones, with our stakeholders who unselfishly extended their support in the Department of Education's quest for continuing and quality education in this time of pandemic. Stay with us as we witness Nansiakan National High School's moving up and graduation exercises this year. Good day, and once again, our salute to you, competitors and graduates, Batch 2021.
Thank you so much, ma'am. At this juncture, let us now hear a message from our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Mary Julie A. Cruz.
Isang mapagpalang araw sa ating lahat. Ang pagtatapos ay isang masayang selebrasyon at okasyon kung saan nararamdaman natin ang iba't ibang emosyon para sa ating mga magsisipagtapos. Saya, tuwa, galak ang nadarama dahil sa tagumpay na nakamit ng mga mag-aaral na ito sa mga taon nilang pakikipagbuno sa kanilang pag-aaral. Ang selebrasyon ng tagumpay na ito ay hindi lamang para sa sarili, para sa eskwelahan, ngunit selebrasyon ng buong komunidad. Truly, it's a major cause for a celebration for having reaped the rewards of success. My dear learners, you are truly blessed for having reached this far in your education. You have so many people to look back onto and to say thank you, for without them, you will not graduate today. Sa ating mga minamahal na guro, maraming salamat sa inyong pagbibigay ng walang kondisyon na pag-aaruga at pagmamahal sa mga mag-aaral natin. Thank you for having given your talent, time, and even treasures to your learners. Thank you for patiently leading them the way towards learning, for equipping them with the skills that they need, life skills that will make them productive citizens and future nation builders, for spending so much time in preparing the modules, activity sheets, and learning materials. Your efforts were not in vain. Look at your product. I hope and I pray that you have not only been filled, dear learners, with the right skills and with enough knowledge, but more importantly, with the right attitude. Napakahalaga ang mga itinuturo ng ating mga guro, ang wastong pag-ugali at tamang asal. Napakahalaga ng pagiging marunong makipagkapwa-tao. Saan ka man mapunta, tumanda ka man at magkapamilya, hindi ang talino mo ang magdadala sa iyo sa tagumpay, kundi ang mabuting asal, your character, your attitude, which our dear teachers and your parents have nurtured within you. Our theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, Patatagin sa Gitna ng Pandemya, speaks of how the resiliency of our teachers and the grit of our learners in having surpassed the challenges of COVID-19. Nothing can stop our teachers from doing their vocation. And so my heartfelt thanks to our teachers, our heroes without capes. Our parents are the most important persons in our life, and today, no one can surpass their feeling of happiness, and no one can ever outrun what they have gone through this year, taking on the dual roles of parent and teacher. Sa inyo pong mga magulang, maraming salamat dahil naging posible na magpatuloy ang edukasyon sa gitna ng pandemya dahil sa inyo. To our learners, you are very fortunate for having such great parents. To all the stakeholders of this school, the barangay captain and his officials, and the entire community, to the Parents Teachers Association, president, officers, and members, thank you for supporting the programs, projects, and activities of this school. Your school is beautiful, is progressive, and mirrors your collaboration and support. Hindi po kaya ng ating principal at ng mga kaguruan na itaguyod ang ating eskwelahan. Kailangan nila kayo. At maraming salamat dahil ang pagbabayanihan at volunteerism ay naramdaman sa eskwelahang ito. And now I pose the challenge to you, dear learners. Continue what you have started. Today is not the end, but just the beginning of more challenges to come as a student. Your school and teachers have equipped you with all that you need to handle the next level of your education. The things you have learned through your modules should not just stay in your head. It should be translated into productive work. As education is learning, you should apply what you have learned. It's not what you know that matters. It's what you do with what you know. Your parents are there behind you and beside you to give all that you need, even if it costs their life, kasi mahal nila kayo. Huwag niyong sayangin ang pagkakataong ito. I hope the time will not come that you will say, sana pinagbuti ko ang pag-aaral ko. Do your best. Continue studying hard. Pahalagahan ninyo ang sakripisyo ng inyong mga magulang. A few months from now, you will enter a higher level of learning. While you are listening now, you should know by now the direction that you will take. There's no reason for you not to continue your education because public education is free. Dream big and start doing something to make your dreams come true. With your parents, your teachers, your school, and the Department of Education supporting you, and with God's grace, you can be what you want to be. Dear learners, the Department of Education, the school's division office of Nueva Vizcaya, through the leadership of our school's division superintendent, Dr. Rochelle Yana, assures you that we will continue and never stop providing you with a high quality of education that you all deserve this pandemic. You will soon be entering the real world, and our schools are ready to prepare you for that big day, our future nation builders. Remember that you can always choose your battles. You can be losers, you can be failures, or you can be winners and survivors. Your success lies in the choices that you make. To do or not to do, to be or not to be. Your future depends on the decisions and actions that you will take. To you, dear graduates of 2021, congratulations. God bless you on your next journey. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you, Ma'am, for your message. Indeed, it will serve as an inspiration to all of us.
It is with great pride and honor to introduce our guest speaker for today's event. She is an alumna of Nansiakan National High School and a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Human Resource Development Management in the year 2018 at Far Eastern University. At present, she is residing in Pasig City, Metro Manila, and working as a personal trainer. She is an elite Far Eastern University athlete for 5 years and a member of the Philippine National Athletes since 2019 up to the present. In addition, she was a contender in Thailand Open 2019 and SEA Games 2019. Moreover, she is a University Athletic Association of the Philippines or UAAP record holder and a certified international coach. Without further ado, let us welcome the Nansiakan's Pride, Miss Josefa O. Ligmayo.
Hi everyone! Magandang araw po sa ating lahat, especially to our beloved and hardworking teachers, to the staffs of NNHS, to the students, and to all who is listening right now. Magandang araw po again sa ating lahat and God bless us all. Before I want to have my talk or my message to everyone about the strengthening the quality of education amid COVID-19 pandemic, I want to have this opportunity or this chance to thank NNHS whole family for having me as your guest speaker again for today, since I had my last talk during the intramural meet year 2018 or 2019, I think. This is really a great privilege for me to share my life experiences, my challenges, my sacrifices, my learnings, and my journey before I get to where I am right now. So, lalong-lalo na at yung i-inspire ko ngayon is my alma mater. Okay, so maraming salamat. Sana ay marami talaga kayong matutunan sa akin or mapupulot na aral. So, kasi I really love doing this thing, motivating and inspiring people, lalo na sa mga students.
To inspire other people is what take me here. So, ganun siya ka-importante sa akin. So, I've been really busy at my work. So, I've been busy with my clients, but I really want to inspire the students of Nansiakan National High School. So, regarding to our theme, which is strengthening the quality of education amid COVID-19 pandemic. So what does education really means? So education is the process of gaining knowledge, creating the right attitude or the right characteristics, and molding the right skills needed to achieve our goals in life or to the things that we really want to do in our life. So, ganun ka-importante yung education. So, as you can see, it's not all about learning how to speak English, how to speak other languages, and how to know the right grammar or how to know writing, how to spell words. It's not all about that. So, hindi education is not about this kind of things. Kundi education will help you know who you really are, what you really want to do in life, and what is the right attitude needed to do this kind of things or this matter, and how to deal with this kind of matter. Ganun siya ka-importante. Education will really change your life. Education change lives. Ganon siya ka-importante. And then I also want to inspire all the students out there to always participate in all the school activities, all the programs, or always be attentive with your teachers. Isa-puso nyo kung ano yung mga sinasabi nila, kasi doon matututunan nyo yung mga kailangan yung matutunan na needed para sa journey nyo as a student, or even kahit sa outside ng schools. Okay, so ganun siya ka-importante. Always listen to them and always show your interest. Lahat, kapag pinakita nyo interest nyo sa isang bagay, they will help you achieve this kind of things, o kaya help you create this right skills para doon sa mga bagay na alam nilang magaling kayo, o kaya you will be into in that certain goal, ganon. So ganon yun yung role ng mga teachers natin dyan. They were made by that, to educate people, to help every students to reach what they really want in life, and to educate to share the right attitude para kakailanganin natin sa buhay natin. Alam ko, lahat ng mga teachers natin, hindi lang sa books yung mga tinuturo sa atin. They also share about their experiences, yung mga naging sacrifices nila throughout their journey. Okay, so go. Always listen to your teacher and teachers, and then isa-puso nyo lahat ng mga sinasabi nila, kasi doon nyo nagsa-start yung kaalaman nyo sa mga bagay-bagay. Kasi pag hindi nyo sinapuso yung mga sinasabi ng mga teachers nyo, yung mga nababasa nyo sa libro, yung mga natututunan nyo sa schools, you will not build the right attitude you need, o kaya hindi nyo malalaman yung mga bagay na kailangan yung gawin para sa journey ninyo. So I want to share with you guys, nung nag-aral pa lang ako sa Nansiakan, pinakita ko sa kanila na interesado ako sa sports. So as you can see, I am a national athlete now. So I've been competing in outside countries, and I've been nagko-compete ako para sa ating country. So hindi na siya sa schools natin, hindi na lumalaban ako para sa school, kundi lumalaban na ako sa entire Philippines. So ganun ako ngayon. So paano ba ako napunta dito? It is because I showed my interest in sports nung nasa Nansiakan pa lang ako. And then they supported me for this one. Okay, so nung nalaman nila or nakita nila na sobrang interesado ako sa sports, sinuportahan nila ako. Okay, number one, there is my dad, who is also a staff of Nansiakan National High School. And then all the teachers na nakita nila na interesado ako sa sport, that I've been into sports, they supported me. They always tinulungan nila akong mag-compete sa mga sa mga step by step na competition para makapunta ako ng palarong pambansa. And then nakita ako ng isang coach dito sa Manila, and then they took me here in Manila. So ganon. So I want you guys also to speak with your teachers, to always open up what do you really want in life sa mga teachers niyo, kasi tutulungan nila kayo to reach that goal, okay, to reach what you really want. Okay, ganun siya ka-importante. Educate also yourself, na be always open with your teachers. Okay, so laki din, yun yung trabaho ng mga teachers natin, to educate us, and then also trabaho din natin na i-open natin, o kaya i-show natin yung interest natin. Okay, so be more, parang mag-engage sa mga lahat ng mga activities, o kaya huwag kayong mahihiya, kasi walang magagawa yung mga hiya natin. Kapag isa tayong estudyante na mahiyain, how can we achieve things in life, diba? So go, engage, participate in all the things, be close to your teachers, be friendly to your teachers, even with your parents, kasi pwede nila din kayong matulungan para sabihin sa mga teachers nyo na ito yung gusto ng anak ko, ito yung parang nakikita ko na gusto ng anak ko, so can you please help my son o kaya my daughter to achieve this kind of goal. So ganun sila. So maybe you don't know that kind of situation, pero nangyari talaga yon. So open up with your teachers and then show your interest. Ilabas niyo kung ano yung gusto niyo mangyari sa buhay niyo. And then kung meron man sa inyo yung hindi pa gusto, ay yung hindi pa alam kung anong gusto niya mangyari sa buhay niyo, go. Explore yourself in school, explore yourself in books, read more books, go and talk with your classmates or kahit sa ibang tao para mas malaman mo o kaya mailabas mo kung ano yung gusto mo mangyari sa buhay mo. And then with that, you will also gain more knowledge about yourself and then to know more who you really are. So the process of learning things about your life or what knowledge about your life, that is education. Okay, lahat yon education ang tawag doon. So hindi lang sa schools yan, kundi pati din sa bahay yan. So education is everywhere. Alright, so hindi lang siya sa school din natututunan, pero I can assure you guys na having this degree holder also, once na you graduated in life, and then treasure all the knowledge that you have in your school, it will take you farther in life. It will help you build your good future. Sinasabi ko yan kasi yun yung naging experience ko. Okay, so lahat ng mga natutunan ko sa schools, lahat ng natutunan ko nung nag-aaral pa lang ako, hindi lang sa mga books na nabasa ko, kundi sa mga sinabi ng mga teachers ko, ginagamit ko siya ngayon as a worker or as an employee or as a laborer ng ating bansa. Okay, so ginagamit ko siya araw-araw. So how to deal with every challenges, kasi mas mahirap yung buhay mo kapag hindi ka na estudyante. You will work, you will always depend on yourself, your own knowledge. Ganun siya kaimportante para hindi ka maligaw at hindi ka matakot, and always be confident kung ano meron mong nalalaman. It's because I have the right education. Ganun siya kaimportante. So I want you to have this kind of education na alam mong you will secure yourself, okay? Continue your learning kahit nasa outside ka ng school, and then be more attentive in schools naman kapag nasa school ka na, okay? Para doon you will parang magiging confident ka pa sa sarili mo. Okay, kapag alam isang bagay kaya hindi nagiging confident ang isang tao is dahil kulang sila sa kaalaman. And ayaw ko nang magiging ganun kayo. I want you to always take up with your, always to stand up with your feet, and then be this people na overconfident. Basta dun tayo sa good one, dun tayo sa positive one. Okay, one more thing, so hindi lang siya sa knowledge kundi sa skills mo. Okay, so always build your skills, always know paano ba i-build ang isang skills. Okay, so ang skills ay matututunan mo na lang yan, lalabas na lang yan sa talent, actually, learning talents or skills, lalabas na lang yan once na you always engage yourself in the activities or sa lahat ng mga bagay na kailangan makapag-participate sa schools. Doon lalabas yung skills mo na, ay magaling pala ako sa ganito, ay kaya ko pala yung gawin yung ganitong bagay. Ganon mo matututunan yung skills mo. So yun din yung nangyari sa akin, yung skills ko as an athlete, lumabas na lang siya. So ganon ka-importante yung pagiging engaged natin sa mga activities. Third is our knowledge, skills. Third is our attitudes. Importante yung attitude yan on how to deal with things. So, I want you to always focus on yourself. So, yung attitude na gusto ko gawin na to agad para matapos na agad with quality. Ganon. So, hindi yung, ayaw ko munang gawin, mamaya na lang. So, I don't want you to build that kind of attitude. Gusto ko yung always disciplined person, always courageous, always parang may perseverance sa lahat ng mga bagay na gusto natin. Yun. So, focus lang tayo sa mga goals natin. And then the fourth one, yung hindi pwedeng mawala is your knowledge. Lahat. Okay? So, discover yourself. Fourth is always discover yourself. Yun. Importante yun. So, continuous learning lang. So, hindi pwedeng kapag tapos na yung schools, hindi mo na i-discover kung ano yung gusto mo mangyari sa buhay mo. Go! Discover the world. Discover about more yourself. Okay? So, discover what you really want to do in your life. Okay? So, go! Engage with the world. That's it. So, I think I already said everything that I needed to say. So, one more thing I also want to share with you guys is yung pagiging isang yung pagiging isang believer, or me as a child of God, naging importante din sa akin yung faith ko. So, I think it's not more about education here. It is also about your faith. Okay, this will take you more further in life kasi siya yung mag-hold ng magsisecure ng future mo o kaya dun sa mga natutunan mo sa schools. Alright, so you will feel really nothing without your faith. Okay, so even though you parang layo na ng narating mo, pero you will feel hopeless o kaya you will feel nothing if you don't have this kind of faith. So I want you to always trust God, always depend on God, always commit your plans to God, and then tutulungan kanya sa lahat ng mga bagay, and then He will complete you. Okay, so when you have this everything, mas maganda pag ganun ang buhay. Okay, so that's it. And then, I think I have enough. So, I've been talking for almost 20 minutes already, I think. So, have this kind of perseverance to do good things in life. Educate more people. So, when you become successful also, I want you to all use your knowledge or use your life experiences to also educate more people. Okay, so hindi lang yung mga teachers ang pwedeng mag-educate sa mga people, kundi every one of us can educate people. Okay, so mas madali ding magsalita o kaya mas madali ding mag-educate ng ibang tao once you have this good things you had in life. Okay, kapag maganda rin yung narating mo, mas magiging maganda din yung pag-share mo ng mga words nyo. So, ganun yung gusto kong mangyari to every students there in NNHS, na be successful in their life. So, to have this influence, okay, maging influensya kayo kapag you will, yung parang na-achieve mo talaga yung gusto mo, 'di ba? So you will be more influential. So I believe sa lahat ng mga student dyan sa Nansiakan National High School na you've been guided well. I know how the teachers works there. So how hard working they are para sa mga futures natin. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much, and may God bless us all. Thank you again, NNHS family, sa pag-invite sa akin as your guest speaker. And then last thing is education. Right education will take you further in life. Thank you very much, and then God bless.
gentlemen, you are now about to witness the highlight of today's event, the presentation, certification, and confirmation of this school year's completers and candidates for graduation. May we have Ma'am Florence F. Esparago, our school head, for the presentation of this school year's completers and candidates for graduation. For the certification, we have Dr. Onofre M. Molina, District in charge of Eastern Cayapad District. And for the confirmation, by Dr. Rochelle R. Liana, our school's division superintendent.
I, Florence F. Esparago, the school head of Nansiakan National High School, have the honor to present to you our candidates for graduation, composed of 6 males and 19 females, with a total of 25 graduating students. I hereby petition the Office of the District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
I, Onofre M. Molina, District in charge of Eastern Cayapad District, do hereby certify that these candidates for graduation of this school year, as presented by their school head, have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for graduation of the K-12 Basic Education curriculum this school year 2020-2021. Hence, I petition the Office of the School's Division Superintendent, Madam Rochelle R. Liana, for their confirmation. Madam.
As certified by your school heads that you have satisfactorily completed and complied with the requirements prescribed for senior high school under the K-12 Basic Education Program, as your school's division superintendent, by the authority vested in me by the Secretary of Education, I now accept and confirm you graduates of school year 2020-2021. My earnest greetings to our dearest DepEd officials, our provincial and municipal local government officials, officials of partner agencies, community and civic stakeholders, parents, school heads, administrators, teachers, other personnel and staff, graduates, movers and honorees of the school year 2021's Year-End Rites and theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. We have reached this moment of passage which has come full circle. Our year-end rites, graduation, and moving up ceremonies mark the end of one very challenging school year, a very new learning journey for all of us. The mixed feelings of apprehension and excitement are our companion as we finally grasp the fact and the reality of what we have endured, as we now leave one phase and are about to step into another new front line, to face new set of challenges, hardship and fears, yet also chances and opportunities as we pursue further our educational vision, goals, and dreams. Though posed with challenges of today, the volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, and digital world, and the test and trial of COVID-19 pandemic, we still claim the victory of a very fruitful year. Whether we celebrate individually, as a family, or as an institution, our achievement of a successful educational year of hurdling obstacles speaks of a milestone that is a testimony of our ability to survive, adapt, and grow. Our year-end rites celebration is a great occasion to gather. Together, we look back to the past and gaze hopefully to the horizon of a bright future. As an educational institution, we did our share magnificently, superbly. We continued the full implementation of our K-12 basic education program through the delivery of the most essential learning competencies, and the 21st century teaching turned community and home-based learning through our printed modules and digital technology. We manifested innovative and principled leadership in schools with our school heads and teachers moving heaven and earth so that they may serve and deliver the necessary self-learning modules and learning activity sheets our learners need. We work persistently on building partnership with our stakeholders for our school and learners' necessities, from the generation of resources for our learning materials to the maintenance of safety, readiness, cleanliness, and orderliness of our schools. We see how things have changed. Today, growth and positive shift and transformation brought by the pandemic times are evident in our schools, in the way we serve and deliver. This has, for everyone, brought a sense of solidarity and unified spirit, a feeling of pride on the many accomplishments attained. We remain optimistic of the new talents, new interests and adaptations, of old repertoire being replaced by new, of former understanding being superseded with new knowledge. Amid the COVID-19 threat, we still live in a wonderful and vibrant community, helped along through by the unending love and dedicated work of all of you great men and women of DepEd. Our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, our chiefs, supervisors, specialists, school heads, head teachers, master teachers, other teachers, related teaching and non-teaching staff. I always say that an institution can only become as great as its people. Evidently, SDO Nueva Vizcaya have formed a roster of accomplished individuals that you are today, making true of our vision of a great Department of Education. We too pay tribute to the effort and sacrifices and love of our parents, our local government, unit and barangay officials have exemplified this special school year. We express appreciation to these empowered individual contributors who took the chance as opportunity to be of greater assistance to our school and community. Let these noteworthy actions from these commendable people be a legacy of brilliant and steadfast service. May it flourish and may it propel the succeeding school years to glorious feat and triumph. For those key actors to derive inspiration from in vanquishing present challenges and actively shaping a brighter future for our Novo Vizcayano children. This year's graduation and moving up is also a time of celebration and thanksgiving. Dear movers and graduates, our young people who are our hope, look back with joy and gratefulness to the sacrifices made and resilience exhibited during this year's challenging time of COVID-19 era, of no class, face-to-face interaction, of social distancing and face masks, of modules with its production, delivery, and retrieval, of radio-based and TV-based instructions, of lessons using tech gadgets, of virtual classes and online monitoring, of mobile teaching, home visitation and class homes, of your parents as teachers, and many more new instances of engagement so that your education will continue. You celebrate with pride at all that you have accomplished, experienced, learned, and overcome, and thank the Lord and all the people who have helped and supported you along the way, especially your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Today, you, dear graduates and movers, should also look forward with confidence, for you are tested by the conditions of the time. Go forward, onward, and toward
to use all your gained knowledge and experience, talents and abilities, all your creativity and energy honed by this pandemic situation to find a way to continue to enrich and better yourself so that you can contribute meaningfully to your community tomorrow. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. It is a bright path ahead of you. May our dear God bless you always, and my heartfelt congratulations. We at the Department of Education, SDO Nueva Vizcaya, are proud co-workers and witnesses as we again reach this part of the year with so many harvests and accomplishments and much to celebrate. I wish you a happy day and a meaningful gathering. Long live everyone!
Let us now listen to the messages to be delivered by our officials in the Department of Education. Dr. Benjamin D. Paragas, CESO 5, Regional Director 4, Region 2, Cagayan Valley. Dr. Leonor M. Briones, Secretary of the Department of Education, respectively.
My cordial greetings to all. During these tough times, as we operate within imperfect circumstances, we see the unfolding of one of the most beautiful things ever made on earth, the success of our young people in their academic journey as they inch day by day towards their dreams. To our dear learners, without a doubt, during these trying times, the struggles have been real and the challenges almost insurmountable. Today, we witness sense of purpose, direction, and meaning winning over every sign of difficulty that came your way as you toiled ceaselessly in the vineyard of education. Our theme this year is strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic in a huge way recognizes our strength as people who cannot be floored by even the strongest of challenges. In fact, we have proven that together, working for a common vision, we are an armada of strong-willed individuals who cannot be swayed and discouraged by tribulations. Thanks for the deep sense of motivation that makes half the job accomplished. We have also shown that innovative minds always rule the day, and that makes us prepared to confront each challenge that will beset us. The years do not promise an easy journey, and with the threat of the pandemic still lurking around, the going will get tough, and the tough must keep going. And the spirit cannot be broken and will surely prevail. It is an irrefragable fact that despite our cling to varied ways of life, we have shown how united we can be in advancing the common agenda in education. We have done our share in realizing our ultimate goal of producing holistically developed K-12 basic education curriculum graduates who are not only knowledgeable and competent, but also value-laden and discerning. We are diverse in culture, and so we may have varied performances in all that we do, but we share a common goal: to be the best version of ourselves so we can be of help to others in the best way we can. Our sense of shared destiny has allowed us to bend without breaking, to attune our actions and efforts to the agenda of national leadership. But it too proved that we can do so without diminishing our long-held principles that indeed it takes a village to raise a child. Each one of us, no matter how diverse, is a strand in the colorful fabric of human civilization. This is the value that we want you, our dear graduates, to embrace and be proud of. Our sense of identity, either on a regional or national landscape, must remain an important consideration in achieving our goals, and compromising it to favor new thoughts and ways of thinking must never be an option. We must continue to prove the world that even in the face of a dreaded pandemic, quality education can have its way through. The Department of Education Region 2 has unambiguously laid down in its Regional Education Development Plan all its projects, programs, and activities that shall inspire service above self and only about the future of learners who shall eventually assume significant roles in nation building. May you continue to be a proof that the kind of education our country is one for the world to share. Congratulations, dear parents, dear teachers, and to all of you learners. Mabuhay kayong lahat!
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers, Your role has also expanded in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So, congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
At this point, let us now witness the awarding of certificates and Academic Excellence Award to our graduates and completers. From Grade 10 Earth, Bagiwan Jordan T. With honors, Katawan Richard B. Marcos J. N.G. Marcos Jasril D. Santos Ray D. Tamtaman Rio P. Tamtaman Ronnie M. Kabiak Cynthia G. With honors, Kabiag Norling D. Katawan Diana May L. Katawan Regine B. Colas Bridgelyn B. With honors, Joseph Ami C. Dalisdis Robbie B. Fianza Hyacinth B. Gumangan Justin Faith D. With honors, Humake Jerlyn C. Lopez Bridget M. Naslangan Elsa D. Naslangan Leslie D. A. With honors. Santos Clarissa K. Wasit Jennifer B.
From grade 10 Jupiter, Dulnuan Ador O. Dulnuan Marcio O. Dumapis Redelio S. Olanes Jenison P. with honors. Pedro Emilio T. Pugong Sandy M. Rivera Vincent C. Tipal Nathaniel L. Batog Elamay G. Tauan Lani B. Katumpang Mary J. D. Dupiano Melba A. Galasinao Rachel Divine D. with honors. Timbadan Carlin F. Kitano Mabel L. Aprila Madawat J. Mariano Joan G. Tindaan Rica P. with honors. From General Academic Strand, Agamas Daphne Robin D. with high honors. Mariano Ami A. with high honors. Palnak Jasicarl M. with high honors. Pareñas Crisel D. with high honors. Ramos Wenisa C. with honors.
From the Technical Vocational Livelihood Track, Agri-Fishery Arts Strand, Organic Agriculture. Agmalio Darnell A. with honors. Balasa Roderick A. Bugtong Jerry A. Dupiano Crizaldi B. Mamus Albert P. with honors. William Janiel D. Bagiwan Cheryl T. with honors. Balaw Rachel A. with honors. Baldino Narcita B. Binan Daryl D. with honors. Binay Angelina W. with honors. Campoy General C. with honors. Dalmasi Annabel T. Ligawan Nympha M. with honors. Lopez Jerica B. with honors. Mariano Margie V. with honors. Mariano Richelle C. Pilde Narda M. Kining Rana D. with honors. Sinakay Rona T. with high honors. To the graduates, congratulations! To our school head, Ma'am Florence F. Esparago, to the junior and senior high school department heads, Ma'am Mirna Castañeda and Ma'am Sonia Baguio, to the beautiful and handsome teachers and staffs of Nansiakan National High School, dear parents and guardians, classmates, schoolmates, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed day to each of us. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, by Lao Tzu. This quote means that in every goal or dream, it is like 1,000 miles away from us. We must take it step by step. When we begin it with a step, we must also consider that we can do it no matter what. Further, there are also things to consider, like, do we have courage and determination? Do we have persistence? Are we ready to face failures and feel the pain of being down? To have the things we are longing for is not easy to achieve. Success will always come to those who work hard. In all our aspirations, always remember that our Almighty God is there to guide us. Make Him the center of our life, and let Him be our strength in times of struggle. Graduation is a momentous occasion for us. It is a day that makes another milestone in our lives that recognizes our achievement earned together with our parents and mentors through hard work, perseverance, and sacrifice. During my life in senior high school, I can say that I experienced a roller coaster ride. I experienced happiness and most of the time, sadness. Our home is very far to our school. There are times I wanted to quit. But one thing is always in my mind that my teachers keep on saying, education is very important. But then again, in this time of pandemic, it reminds me again to not to continue my studies because of the learning modality we have. I find it difficult to answer aloud the given activities. Thanks to our teachers because they still did their part. They always come to our place to teach us, even if it is too far. They still reach us to guide in answering the activities and discuss the lessons in the module. In addition, seeing the sacrifices of my parents and teachers serve as my inspiration to be positive and graduate. To those who sincerely extended their hearts to us, my heartfelt gratitude. To our teachers, especially my advisor, Ma'am Catherine, thank you for showing your love, patience, understanding, and kindness. We really appreciate your sacrifices and concerns. The knowledge and values embedded in us in all these years will be our valuable weapon. We will treasure the experiences we have undergone. To our parents, thank you for your unending love and support. You are all our inspiration. To my friends, classmates, schoolmates, thank you for your help, support, and pieces of advice. Above all, to our Creator. Education is the weapon to fight ignorance. Since we are now in the new normal, we need to learn new things to adapt this kind of life. We need to access right information and knowledge to fit ourselves in today's society.
Education is a challenge to us. There's a need to consider the challenges we will encounter. But as the saying goes, it is better to enjoy the hardship of education than to taste the bitterness of ignorance. Once again, a pleasant day to all. Thank you.
Let us now hear the graduation song of batch 2020-2021 entitled Moments by Julie Durden.
We might not be walking across that stage with the cameras flashing. They've been waiting on our day. It's been a journey, hasn't it?
I wouldn't trade the moment.
No, I wouldn't change a moment. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for all the time we put in, getting us to this moment, so we could get to this moment. We may not be throwing our cups in the air, but our spirits will rise anyway. I wouldn't trade moment. No, I wouldn't change a moment. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the good and hard times we've had. They'll get us through life's moments. Yeah, they'll get us through life's moments. If you're over there feeling a little scared about your brand new start, don't get discouraged. Keep showing your courage. That's who we are. Who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the times we'll never forget, so we can be in this moment, right here in this moment. I'm grateful for our new beginnings, right here in this moment.
Thank you, graduates.
Our PTA President, Mr. Darwin Gumangan, will now give his closing remarks.
Iti nagagat ken naanos nasingpet ken nalaing nga principal tayo iti dato nga eskulaan awan sa bali ni Madam Florence Esparago. Astamit dagiti nalalaing ken nasisingpet naanos nga mamaestro iti dato nga pagadalan. Astamit dagiti padak nga parentes nga nagagat nga sumuporta iti anak da na imbag nga aldaw tayo amin nga awan malabasan. Iti datoy nga panagturpos dagiti anak tayo iti junior ken senior high school. Ang ang kumanga datoy iti patinggana. Igwaon tayo pa dagiti anak tayo tapno maagunod damet. Dagiti arapa apda iti panagbiagda. Gamin datoy kasla may kadua pa lang datoy. Adda pa iti nangat nga to tapno maalada dagiti kursuda. Dagiti padak nga parentes sabay kumatahang kayo mong uma agibwaon dagiti anak yo. Tapno iti kasta may method tuntungat tibiagdano may madanuna. Daputa closing remark ti interview kanyak ay formally close nga ro dato yung program. Salamat kanya tayo amin nga awan malabasan.
Thank you, sir.
To formally close the program, may we have a closing prayer to be led by Ma'am Jocelyn E. Calixto, Guidance Counselor 3.
Our Father in heaven, the giver of life and the provider of everything, we praise you for what you have done in our lives. Thank you, Lord, for your protection. Thank you for the wisdom. Amid the 2019 COVID pandemic, we are able to witness the fruit of our labor, the sacrifices of these parents in supporting their children, for the students in answering their modules, and the teachers who give their life, their time, and even the resources in order to guide and encourage the learners. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the guidance. And as we end this school year, we ask you to guide each one of us. We entrust you, the learners, give them wisdom to decide for the next journey of their lives. Bless each one of us as we do our duties and responsibilities to our family and to the community where we belong. And all these things we ask in the name of the Lord. Amen.
As we all know, every beginning has its ending. Allow us to express our gratitude to those who work on and off the spotlight that contributed to the success of this endeavor. We are your hosts, Dennis L. Wais
and Larry V. Gal.
Let us keep on moving forward despite this adversity.